anything. Hello.
Hi. This is my doll.
Are you showing them baby doll?
And she has a pacifier.
She has a pacifier.
And she
Hey, Tiffany. Hi, Stephanie. Thanks for joining.
And she has
a hat?
A hat.
Yeah, and she needs it today, right?
Yeah.
It's rainy and a little raw here in New York today. So, hi, guys. We're still on spring break, so, whoops. So, Magnolia's around. Woo! And Jagger's sleeping. Today's topic is about breastfeeding, and it's because it was something that's been coming up. Oh, she's sleeping? Sorry, I'm talking too loud. Oh, thanks, Tiffany. Tiffany says, you're so cute. It's a topic that's been coming up a lot lately for me, and so I know I'm part of a lot of moms groups, and I hear other ladies talking about it. And so I figured let's just talk about it. I am breastfeeding my son. He is, I guess tomorrow, going to be...
2.
Yeah, he's 2. But tomorrow he's going to be 27 months to be specific. So he's over 2 now. And I am that word still, right? I'm still breastfeeding him. I don't know when I'm going to stop. I know I'm not going to feed him until he's 18. Well, I'll feed him past 18, but I'm not going to breastfeed him past 18. And I kind of say that with a joke, but I really want to talk today about how some of the issues that come up when you're talking about breastfeeding, especially extended breastfeeding, which is what they consider it if you breastfeed past the age of 1. The things that I hear a lot from people are that their doctors tell them that there's no nutritional value in milk beyond 12 months. I think that's crazy. That an educated person would actually even believe that, the day before your 1-year birthday, the milk still matters, and the day after your birthday, all nutritional value is out the window. I think that's crazy. And here, I'm going to tell you my little story. So I breastfed Magnolia until my goal was 1, right? She was my first. I didn't know what to expect. I was very lucky to have been in the field helping other women breastfeed as a nurse. Okay, I don't think I'll wake him up though. Thank you. She's very concerned that we're going to wake up Jagger because she likes to have our girl time here.
I do.
I do. I love it.
Look at my dolphin earring.
Okay, can I keep talking to them? Can I please? So, I had seen some of what to expect. I had troubleshooted through lots of things with women. As a nurse, I was working in the maternity unit and helping other women to breastfeed. So I feel very, very fortunate that my eyes were a little more wide open maybe than they would have been starting my breastfeeding journey. And as you may have seen in previous videos, our kiddos are IVF. So I had to stop breastfeeding before we were going to go through our next round.
Nice by the heat.
It's very nice by the heat. We're in a very cozy spot right here. So my goal with Magnolia was 1, and we were very happy we reached the goal. And then we had to wean over the next several months and start the IVF process with my son. With my son, I went into it saying I want to breastfeed for 2 years. That's my goal. That was the recommendation of the World Health Organization, and I just knew it to be very healthy and very good for him. By the way, no judgment on anyone who's never breastfed. There's totally situations where it might not work based on medications that somebody has to be on, based on stress levels. I have definitely seen it where breastfeeding was causing a mom to not be the best mom that she could be for various reasons. And then, you explore other options. I'm certainly never going to judge somebody for not breastfeeding. I'm just telling you a little bit about my journey. Mags, I just want to talk to them a little bit, okay? You could sit here and chill too. They can see you, see? So with my son, my goal was 2 years. And what I loved about telling everybody from the beginning that my goal was 2 years was that it got everybody off my back for 2 years. But what I didn't love about it is then when we approached his 2nd birthday, I don't get a lot of issues, nothing too judgmental, but certainly people are like, okay, he's 2 now, when is that going to stop? And what happened? Well, we reached 2, and he's certainly not ready, and I'm not ready, mostly because he's not ready. So we're just kind of extending it. There's always that other thing, like now he's getting in all 4 of his 2-year molars at the same time, so he's kind of miserable. The breastfeeding helps him with the pain. In fact, knock on wood, we've actually never had to give him anything for pain management because breastfeeding has always done the trick for him. He's not happy, he's sick, whatever it is, within 2 seconds of breastfeeding, he's really just fine. So it's very hard to remove a tool like that when it works so well, and when the nutrition is so beneficial to them as well. It's not just that he's getting carbs and protein and fat from the breast milk. It's not just that he's getting liquid from the breast milk. It's not just that he's getting vitamins and minerals from the breast milk. It's more than that. He's getting immune support. My body can recognize germs in his body and provide antibodies to his body for that. So it helps him get over viruses quicker. That wouldn't be antibodies. The bacteria would be antibodies, but it helps him to get over different colds quicker. So I don't know I don't know how or when this journey is going to end with the breastfeeding, but one thing I was really thinking about, I think a lot of people have this kind of gut reaction when they hear about breastfeeding. Maggie, can you stop? That's a little distracting. Because we call it breast milk and then we call it cow's milk. But if you think about it, it's really either human milk and cow's milk or human breast milk and cow's breast milk. Cow's milk is breast milk. It's just from a cow. It comes out of their udder. That's their breast. It's the same as ours. And so I think that when people get the heebie-jeebies about saying ooh, that's breast milk, they're not thinking about the fact that when it comes out of a cow or a goat or whoever else.
You kind of hurt me when you tapped my head by accident.
I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. You sure?
Yep.
Okay. They're not thinking about the fact that it's come out of, it's breast milk still. So I think if you saw my little intro of here, I just said, let's just talk about the semantics. I'm not talking about the health benefits of breast milk versus cow's milk. I'm literally just talking about the words that we choose to use here, because sometimes I think just changing the words can have a big impact on the way people feel about the things that we say. So we don't give dairy, but for some people, some of the time, dairy can be perfectly fine. And so why don't we think about it like that? You're just having breast milk from a different mammal. That's really all it is. So, and good, I enjoy the comfort of the kids, and their health was very healthy for them. Yes. Yeah, it's pretty easy too, right? It's nice to know that it's just with you all the time. It's really amazing. In fact, I was talking to another mom this morning, and she said that she didn't breastfeed, but she said, sometimes I would be making those bottles in the middle of the night, and I just thought it probably would have been so much easier just to breastfeed because it's all just made up for you already, which is true. I definitely appreciate that aspect of it. So I make no apologies for the fact that my son is almost 27 months old and he's still breastfeeding. I don't try to hide that. I've kind of come out of my skin a little bit. That's not the right saying. I've gotten more comfortable with the idea of it. Like with Magnolia, I was a little bit more making sure every little inch of me was covered up. And now with Jagger, I'm still pretty modest about it just because that's what works for me. But I'm not hiding in another room. I want to be part of the action. I want to be part of the fun. And even though he's 2+ years old, so what? So he's breastfeeding. So some people give cow's milk. I'm giving human milk. What's the difference? It's just a form to feed our children. There's nothing more to it than that. And I say just carry on. So if you have any friends that are extended breastfeeding beyond 1, and you want to tag them here and let them know that they're not alone, or if you want to share this video into whatever moms groups you hang out in where people are breastfeeding, I'd be happy to share that, because I would really welcome people to even message me if they have any situations that are kind of tricky, because I've gotten used to different situations and what ways to say things where you're not necessarily ending relationships over it, but at the same time you're getting your point across. This is my decision. I'm really confident in it. Thank you for your input, but this is what we're going to be doing. So stay tuned. I don't know how and when our breastfeeding journey is going to end. I just know that eventually it will end and I'll miss it. But as long as it's working for us right now, we're just going to keep at it. And we'll see where it goes from there. So I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday. I'm going to see Pink later in concert. I'm so excited. And speaking of breastfeeding, I have to bring my pump because I'm not normally away from the house for so many hours. So just for comfort, I have to actually lug my pump, which is not one of the fun parts of breastfeeding, with me into the city just in case I get uncomfortable and I need to take care of it. So whatever, that'll be interesting, just another adventure. So I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks, bye.
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 And wait.
Yeah.
And do you know,
You just want to be silly? Baby dolls dancing? All right, bye guys. Bye-bye.